Hi. Hope everyone is doing well. I did not test audio on this, so we're gonna be in this one together. That seems probably fine. Maybe a smidgen loud. Just a smooch too loud. Oh no, it's one of those. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say it's one of those volume sliders where I can't get it on the precise value that I want, and that's gonna bother my OCD. Oh, you know what? I bet it's not locking in. Okay, so that's at 50% volume. I lowered it to 10%, but since I didn't hit OK, it didn't actually change it. That's way too quiet. Hello? Please get out of there. We're gonna split the difference. Maybe still a little too quiet. Just a smidgen. So I think we know what that means. We're gonna split the difference again. Okay. Oh wow, my train of thought just completely went out my brain. That was something. I guess the thing to disclaim is 3DS emulation can be kind of a journey. So hopefully this will be okay. I think it'll be okay. It might be a little bumpy to start. I've found that GameCube and Wii emulation do this too, where sometimes it can be like, it kind of has to like buffer everything in, and then it starts running fine, but as it's loading new assets, it's kind of messy. This actually seems completely fine though, so we'll see. Why can't I hit that spring? It's impossible. Does it matter? It doesn't matter, but I want to hit it, is the thing. There we go. And I missed one of the rings, it doesn't matter. Was there a thing up there? There's not. So interestingly, I think this is actually a 1-to-1 layout of the original Green Hill. They obviously made like a whole new layout for it in main generations, but in this one they were like, we're just gonna respect it. You know what? I respect it. Holy shit, the rankings are actually, like, a thing in this game. I see. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have dialogue, except for Sonic. What?
Hey there!
Hey, Tails, what's up? You wanted me to meet you here, right? Uh-oh, you're early, Sonic. Of course I am. I'm the fastest thing alive, remember? Have we met? What, is there a problem? Well, yeah, we were actually getting ready to throw you a surprise birthday party.
Yeah!
You could have just, like, not told him that. You could have just been like, hey, could you go get ice or something? For the drinks? Yeah. Like, he didn't even try. He was just like, ah, you got me. Oh, sorry about that. I mean, thanks for doing this, Tails. You're welcome. Of course, it would have been better if you came after everyone was here. I can do another lap around the planet and come back if you want. Oh, that's okay. I mean, you already found out, so why don't you just sit down and wait? Whoa, that looks good. Don't start yet, Sonic. You should wait until everyone else gets here. I don't like waiting. Hey, this one with the ribbon this one with this one with the ribbon is for me, right? Well, yeah. I don't know what's taking everybody so long. It's almost like we couldn't afford to have them appear in this version of the game. Sonic, look. I want the "Hey, not cool" line. I don't think he has it in this, though. Well, at least my chili dogs are still here. Where am I? Where's Tails? What's that? Seems kind of familiar. Time to go take a look. No. Bum, bum, dum, bum, bum. Hey Riley, how's it going? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. It's always like your pride hurts more than anything, right? Because you're always like, I hope no one saw that. You'll be fine. It's one of those things where it's like, if you were seriously injured, you'd know it. You know what I mean? So, you'll be fine. Whoops. Oh, ew. Down in B, that's weird. That was also weird, but everything's fine. Oh, it's just like Radical Highway. Only A? Damn, the ranking in this version is a little bit more demanding. Hold, please, yawn. Thanks, Sonic. I thought I was dead for sure. Floating without a body in a dark void. I'm gonna have nightmares about this for weeks. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Is it just me, or does this place seem awfully familiar? It's not like we live here or anything. Not really to me. That's a joke about how I'm not in Sonic 1, so I wouldn't know this place, even though we live here. But it looks like something sucked all the life and color out of this place. Really strange, huh? No stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or saving aliens at an interstellar amusement park. First things first, let's figure out what this place is. Let's not mention rescuing our friends, since they're not in this version of the game. Hey Sonic, there's something over there in the distance. Looks dark. Maybe it's nighttime, and over there a giant mushroom. That might be a good place to check out. I'll be back soon. Wow, you weren't kidding when you said soon. I thought you were leaving. Oh, I forgot about special stages. So if you thought that this was going to be the exact same game as the console version, the similarities end at Green Hill. This is a little bit harder to see when it's not in 3D. I'm gonna be honest. No. I need them. They're important to me. The fuck is this emerald down? I'm going full speed, man. How could I have possibly done that any faster? It's funny how the S ranks in the console version of Generations is like the freest shit ever. And then in this, they're like, what, did you think we weren't gonna make you try? I kind of want to fix this D rank. I'm not a fan. Hold on. Build some more suspense before we get to the unique content. Also, this game is extremely short, so don't expect this to be here long. Doki doki. That's better. I don't need S's, but A's make me happy. B's will also be fine. Well, they just kind of spoil it and just have it right there, huh? Okay, that's something. That's a decision. I like how there was some mystery in the console version. Oh, that's what I was talking about. It has to load the assets in. Hey Nerdist, how you doing? Oh god, okay, we'll be fine. It smooths out, I promise. You still working on Resident Evil 3 or something else on the agenda tonight? I was gonna say I can't make that. Final item you're missing in Prime 4. I don't know if I can help you, because I don't think I had any moments of... The crystals I had trouble finding the last of. But the items I actually found pretty smoothly. The only one I can think of is there's one in Vault Forge that was, like, very obscurely hidden, and I kind of got lucky in finding it. There's one that's, like, outside of the map, and you can only see that it's there if you are, like, looking at all of the floors at once. So I feel like that one's, like, really easy to miss. But that's the only one I could think of to be, like, check here. Unless it's a situation where you, like, you can see it on the map, you just don't know how to get to it. Okay. Great. On the wrong... Okay, that's fine. The crystals were frustrating. On my hard mode playthrough when I was actually trying to get all of them. There's something about the way it tracks crystals that are kind of... that's kind of weird. Because it looked like I was missing, like, 15% or something, and it was one crystal. And then when I found it, it was like, oh, you did it, you found them all. And I was like, what the hell? The tracker's very... oh god, very strange. Whoop. Yeah, if you don't see any item marks, try Vault Forge. And, like, bring the map up in the way where it shows you, like, all of the layers at once. It's, like, out on the, like, race part. Not the part where you get the, get your license. It's the part, like, connecting the towers. It's in one of those areas. And I remember getting that and being like, this one seems like it was really... it could have been really easy to miss. I don't know if it'll even take you a few days to recover. I mean, tomorrow you might still be pretty sore, but I bet the day after... I guess that's technically a few days. This might be one that I'm not going to give a fuck about getting a better rank on, because it's casino night. Oh, that was sketchy. Yeah, otherwise for me it was finding all the green crystals that was rough. Even with the radar. Mostly because, like, the radar doesn't show you when they're in the shrines. And that's where the ones I was missing were. Okay, that was interesting. I'd like to go back through that section, please. My ranking. Oh my god. Can I not go through from this side? I don't feel like it. Yeah, if it was serious, you wouldn't be able to walk at all. That's why I said, like, if it was a serious injury, you'd know. I don't want to be here anymore. That was probably still not a great ranking. Nope. I think we're just going to be content with that. Never played 3DS Gens is any good. It's okay. It's, like, better than you might expect, but also isn't fantastic. It's really short. Because it's basically, if you took Generations and took out all of the missions and all of the red rings and had no reason to replay anything. So it's very shallow. But it does have different stages, which is very cool. Whoops. No, please. Oh, okay. That's fair, I guess. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Bloop, 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 bloop. How in the love of... That'll do. Oh. I tried to spin dash. I don't know why. Similarly to how I say Sonic Colors DS is Sonic Rush 3, I would probably say this is Sonic Rush 4. Yeah, it's very what you see is what you get. Like, I'm not gonna rush through this. And you might think, like, oh, he's definitely skipping content, because there's no way it's this short. It's like, no, there's not a lot to it. I think it does have missions, but they're not, like, story relevant. Hi. Damn, I was just taking a drink. You're back, Sonic! Hey, Tails. We've been here before, haven't we? The bright neon lights, the big slot machines, the giant cope in the background. Oh, no, that's Springyard. You're right, Tails. This place is giving me a pretty bad case of deja vu. Time to find out what's going on here. Oh, and also has special stages. I think we've already wrapped up, like, what my something nice and something mean is gonna be for this one. In that, like, 15 minutes of, like, saying, is the game any good? Something mean is probably gonna be really short and shallow. Something good is, there's unique shit. There's different stages and there's special stages, which is cool. And different bosses. These are really hard to see when it's not in 3D. I feel like some of these might give me trouble because of that. Like, I'm kind of leaning in, like, really close to be able to see what I'm doing here. And it's still, like, just very difficult to see anything. Part of that is I have the emulator running in, like, the smallest window possible, because I think it looks the best like that. There's no, like, scaling on this emulator, which is something that's always bothered me. And what I mean by that is if I blow it, if I full screen it, the pixels aren't, like, 1-to-1, so it starts to look all stretched and awful, and I hate that shit. There's no way to say just make it twice as large. But also it just runs better if you have it in a small window, to be honest. That's a cheeky little S rank. It's worth pointing out that there's, like, a couple of exceptions here, but the theme of this game was, like, the first stage in the game. So, in most cases, they just pick the first stage. Casino Night is obviously not the first stage, but I think they thought, like, Emerald Hill was too similar to Green Hill, and they already did Chemical Plant. So they probably went for, like, well, that's, like, kind of iconic. Let's do Casino Night. Oh, God. And for whatever reason, they pretend Sonic 3 doesn't exist, so we get Mushroom Hill instead. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Whoops. I wanted rangs. For no particular reason. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That was one you're missing. Yeah, it's the only one I could think of that is, like, was even a chance. Because, yeah, they give you the scouting drones, so finding, like, everything else is kind of not a big deal. But that one is just tucked away in such a way. That was a D rank too? Dear Lord. Similarly, the one green crystal I was missing was, like, tucked behind a pillar somewhere, too, in one of the shrines. I also will disclaim, in case you don't know what stages are in this, there are only 7 stages, not 9. So if you're expecting it to be, like, one from the same games in the main well, that was something. In the main generations, that it is not that. So there will be some surprises. You should be only missing 2 scans going into the final boss. I missed, there was a random bird in the desert that I never found. And I kind of didn't bother looking for it, because the other scan I was missing was the fucking projectile on the first boss that you have to scan, that I just didn't think to do, so I kind of didn't bother with anything after that. How much of this dialogue is just gonna be like, "Hi, Sonic! Hey, Tails!" I remember this place, too, even though I was canonically not here, technically. All these mushrooms, it was, Yeah, I remember it, too. What the heck is going on? I guess maybe he was canonically there, because I would consider Sonic 3 and Knuckles to be the canonical version, so I guess, who cares? Yeah, I probably should have seen it coming, but I didn't. It's actually kind of fucked that the console generation doesn't have special stages. God, it's so hard to see. If these start getting, like, really difficult, I think we're gonna have problems. I think what I'll have to do is upscale the emulation. thankfully they've been going okay, but it is very difficult to see what's going on. Bum, 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 bum. No, that's these fucking... I kind of realized, like, these are sort of Sonic Rivals references. How they handle them in this version.
Everyone.
Take a good look at yourself, Sonic. Eggman! It's the last look you'll get before I close your eyes forever. What? Me in the mirror? Hang on a second. Welcome, Sonic. Allow me to introduce you to my masterpiece, Metal Sonic. Have they not met? Canonically, they should have? That seems weird. Why would he say it like that? Whatever. Dick. Also, we're racing on Casino Night, apparently. This game, like, clearly didn't have much of a budget, I don't think. What a dick. Oh, I didn't know you could hit them. Well, fuck you. Oh, this is not good. Nah, he got it. These are, like, kind of tough, too. And, like, not in a fun way. Dude. Beg your actual pardon. Whoop, okay. Like the... I don't know how to explain it. I feel like these levels aren't really designed to feel good doing this. You know what I mean? Instead of making a level that would be fun to go fast and race through, they made a level that constantly tries to stop you. Like that. Which is just, like, significantly less fun. I pushed the jump button and nothing happened. And they were like unreal. Like this really is just Sonic Rivals. In like the worst way. That was weird. Dude. I pushed the jump button, fuck you! Oh my god. Nope. His acceleration is, like, just plain better than mine. Dude, come on. Wow, I actually took my jump that time. You love to see it. Blech. And it's like winning it doesn't feel... How would you not get an S rank on that? I mean, I guess you could just, like, attack him and stall indefinitely. I guess that could be a thing. I'm gonna sandbag on this a little bit, because this remix might be one of the best songs on any Sonic soundtrack. But if you play too well, you can definitely beat this boss in, like, 20 seconds. Ow. It's kind of sad that they took a rather difficult boss and made it as easy as they made this. I mean, it's the first boss, so I guess it makes sense. I didn't know he had this attack in this version. Fuck. That's not good. Am I actually gonna lose because of my sandbagging? Okay, so the burner doesn't do damage. It's cool to know, I guess. I can't believe how punishing the ranks are in this compared to the console version. I can't believe there's two of me. And two of Tails, too. Doubles of both of us. Places and enemies from our past. We're traveling through time and space. We're really smart. It took two of us to figure that out. How did this happen? I think it's got something to do with that big thing that just kidnapped Eggman. I don't know why I said it like that, because none of us were here to see that. And Classic Sonic doesn't talk, so I don't know how he told us. It sounds like the same thing that kidnapped you. I mean, me. I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, he technically kidnapped both of you. I'm pretty sure. So, yes. We need to find that thing and fast. It's a good thing I'm fast.
I got this.
Oh yeah, I think this is like when he teaches himself how to use the homing attack. Which really, this form of storytelling just kind of does nothing for me, if I'm being honest. Because it's kind of unclear. It was called a homing attack. Want to give it a try? Hey, not bad.
You did it.
It's hard to believe that's your first time trying it. It's not like I just made it up one day. Now that you can do that, it might be fun to go back to places you've already been to see what else you can find. There's no collectibles in this game, Sonic. What are you talking about?
Oh.
There's no reason to do that.
Whew.
Spoilers. I mean, I think we knew all of the stages before the game came out anyway, but still. Oh, it's just like Radical Highway. Whoops. Doing. Like, the amount of time, like, this... I'm kind of noticing this game is actually a pretty good example of bad level design. Like, overall, I do like this game, but, like, why are these spikes here? Why are these spikes here? I guess there's a chance you could land on those, but why are these here? You're probably not going to land on these. These were here just to be in your way, to halt your momentum, which is, like, why? Why do they, like, deliberately put things in your way just to, like, force you to stop? And be like... Oh, it's there to teach you that, like, sometimes you gotta push the jump button to go over things, but it's like... There's better ways of doing that. Help. Help. And it kind of really became obvious, oh shit, to me with the Metal Sonic race, because that was so designed to be like... It's like the game was punishing you for going fast and being like, no, 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 slow down. You're not supposed to go that fast. But it's like, but I am supposed to go this fast. Isn't that the idea? Do 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 do. Uh-oh. See, why were those there? I mean, if they weren't there, I would have fallen into the pit, which is, like, also not good. But I think I'd rather learn from that than something that just halts my momentum and then forces me to get hit. Oh, those are weird. No, lightning shield exists. It's like, why? Why are those there? I didn't even see those spikes because of how this is set up. Why were the boxes there when the spikes were also... Why are these boxes here? They're just in the way. Well, that was something. If anything, it's like a great example of what I've talked about, that, like... We were talking yesterday about people, like, criticizing the boost gameplay. Whoops. And well, some will point out that, like, well, what's the point of putting enemies in your path if you're just gonna hold boost to ram through them? My counter-argument is, what's the difference between that and playing the classic games and just pushing down and spinning everywhere, because they're gonna put enemies in your path anyway? Like, it seems very specifically a classic Sonic problem. And I think part of it might, like, be screen crunch, to be honest. You can't really see shit coming. Whoop. And modern Sonic can just fucking boost through everything anyway. Also, you might be noticing, and it gets worse as this game goes on, there are a number of sections and stages where you're literally just running forward, and there's, like, nothing going on. It's just a flat section of, like, literally hold right and hold boost. I don't think console generations is too guilty of that, but I do think this is pretty guilty of that. Well, that was not great. Okay. So now we're back to just Sonic Rush level design, where learn the pit is there by dying to it. See, what was the point of that whole section? Which I think that big sections of, like, you're not really doing anything can be fine, as long as they're, like, set pieces. And you're like, oh, look at this big thing that we're running past. And like, oh, look at the, like, the environment. Look at this thing, the storytelling unfolding in the background. But I think this game has a problem with, there are big sections of, like, there's just nothing here. I'm still expecting these to be pretty rough eventually. So I'm just gonna lean in here and lock in. Oh, this is a great start. I can't see fucking anything, dude. I disagree. Okay, cool. Ugh. Oh, it's like Radical Highway. I do think it's funny that, like, is this the one that's... Yeah, this is the one where the emerald on the bottom screen is, like, not aligned correctly. It drives me crazy. I think it's funny that they put the Sonic Heroes special stages in this and then made them good. Like, they're actually not awful. Oh, look at that. It really do be like Radical Highway. I'm so bad at those. Oh, fuck. This stage is really long, if I remember correctly. Like, why are those there? Is this the... Yeah, just another big stretch of nothing happening. Maybe one of the most offensive times they do it, really. Whoops. Sure, why not? Oh, I thought that was death. Okay. That's not good. That was almost a horrible tragedy. And then it was almost a horrible tragedy again. There's an awful lack of, like, 7 springs in a row in this stage. For being literal Radical Highway, it isn't just like Radical Highway. So are you final boss bound then, Nerdus? You're probably finishing that tonight. Bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum. Right, you have to push down and... Oh, you just push down? That's weird. Another weird thing they did with this game. I feel like you can tell that this was Dimp's first time... Also, it's just like Radical Highway. That this was Dimp's first time on the 3DS. There are moments where it's like they forgot that they had more buttons to work with. Because I think only Y and B, like, do anything. Why didn't they just like, copy the console control scheme of having, like, the stomp button and everything. Like, actually, I don't remember if you can get stomp in this. I fucking hate those guys. I feel like compared to Generations proper, I feel like those stages are, like, built to be fun to go through quickly. Whereas these aren't. These are designed to, like, make you work for it to go through quickly. And even then, it's, like, not satisfying. There's a lot of, like, just slow shit. Right, I don't have Stomp. Why did I think I have Stomp? Motherfucker. I'm so bad at those. My weakness. Oh! If we really needed that many in a row. Just had to make me look bad, huh? Bum, 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 ba, bum. I feel like because of Boost, the modern stages are a little bit more fun to go through quickly. Classic Sonic feels just really slow in this one.
Sonic.
And I think it's because they didn't give him a completely broken spin dash. But also, it probably would have gotten you in a lot of trouble in this game with the way they design, with the way Dimps designs levels. I think that would have been a bad thing. So I think I've pieced together more of what's happening, and it's not good. When that thing goes through time, it tears space apart. It leaves areas empty and dead and sticks them in this weird white limbo. But when the Sonics accelerate through time, they fix space, returning color and life.
Oh, yeah!
This is such a bad line. I guess we have to run like there's no tomorrow, or there won't be a tomorrow. Whoa, it looks like we've got company. Let me handle this. I think we might beat this under 2 hours, actually. I thought it would take, like, 3. I think this is looking like a 2-hour jam. Unless one of these later stages gives me a lot of trouble, which could happen, I guess. Or one of the emeralds gives me a lot of trouble. Yeah, see, the blue emerald is, like, slightly offset. I guess you can't really see it since it's on the bottom screen. And that's tiny. Like, I considered not even including the bottom screen on the layout. But I didn't know if that would be relevant for other 3DS games. So I figured it would be better to keep it on there. Oh, that sucked. Okay. Okay. No iframes to speak of. Okay, this is great. Shit. This is not going well. Okay, that was questionable. Oh, it's just like Radical Highway. What in the ass? Oh, I almost got it. I almost got it right at the end. I was gonna say earlier that it's kind of weird that they didn't have the special stages just be like classic, you have to finish the stage with 50 rings. But I'm kind of glad that they didn't, because it means I don't have to redo a stage just to get another chance at a Chaos Emerald. Having to redo Radical Highway multiple times would have been a major downer. That stage is very long. Any not-knowers want to attempt guessing what the next stage is? Because you're probably not going to guess it. I mean, first we have a... Oh, this is so dumb. First we have a rival encounter, which you can probably guess who that is. And then we have a boss fight, which... I don't know if you're going to necessarily guess what that one is either. And then we have 2 more stages, and then another rival encounter that you can probably guess, and then another boss fight that you're probably not going to guess. My hint for the next stage is I think Riley's gonna like it. Bum, 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 bum. You're guessing a Potos? The funny thing is, it's not a Potos, but when... A weird thing about this game is when the generations were in development, they barely talked about this version of the game, like, at all. And when we saw a screenshot of the next stage, originally people thought it was a Potos. So you're very close. It's just like Radical Highway. God, your boost starved in this stage. Okay, dick. Come on, are you kidding? These are so stupid, dude. I hate these. These really are, like, the worst of what Sonic Rivals was. Bum, bum, bum. Dude. Do 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 do. I thought he was actually gonna, like, boost and catch up at the end there. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Dick. Ring, please. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Oh. I remember people getting really upset that, like, it doesn't even make sense that Sonic would be in Radical Highway or fighting the Bio Lizard. He didn't do that. Shadow did. Which just goes to show you that even 15 years ago, people were getting mad on the internet over nothing. Man, those rival battles are draining me of all my fucking lives. I feel like I could give more hints about what the next stage is, and I don't think it would give it away. I think it would actually make it harder to guess. Because I was gonna say it's the other stage that breaks the first stage rule. Like, it's not the first stage. I think it might be the first stage on, like, a technicality. And it's also from a game that's not in the original generations. Which is, like, that doesn't make it any easier to guess. I never expected to see BioLizard again. I never even saw him once, so I don't know why I'm saying this. Yeah, that was easy. I fought him before, after all. No, you didn't! No, you didn't! You've brought back quite a bit of this world. You're doing great, Sonic. You mean you're doing great, Sonics? Right, I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to that. It's okay, it's not like he's gonna come back and, like, when I'm at my emotional lowest or anything like that. And just partake in some of the worst character assassination to ever happen in this series.
What?
That's a Chaos Emerald! The monster sure didn't like that emerald. I have to tell you that because there's no way you would have picked up on that being what just happened without the dialogue saying so. The Chaos Emeralds are more powerful when they're together, so we need to collect all 7 of them. Once we collect the Chaos Emeralds, we'll use them to defeat that monster. And then we can restore the world to the way it was before. You guys have your work cut out for you. This phrase confuses me because I feel like people use it interchangeably to either mean you're fighting an uphill battle or this is gonna be easy. And I don't know which one it's supposed to mean because of the fact that it's used interchangeably. I guess in this case they mean it to be this is gonna be difficult, like this is gonna be an uphill battle. An adventure's just no fun if it's too easy.
You did it, Sonic!
Oh. Oh, this is stomping, probably.
Oh yeah!
Hey there!
I made Sonic's shoes lighter by approximately 30%. I don't know how the fuck I did that in this world with no tools available to me, but if my design works, it'll let him move more freely, even in midair. Interesting, maybe I can do that for my Sonic, too.
Oh yeah!
Yes!
Spoilers! I guess it's nice and tiny on screen at least. How in the shit are you supposed to make that jump? Ow. I'll take that, thank you. Oh. Oh, 3DS emulation's a hell of a drug. We're fine. So technically, is Water Palace Blaze's first stage? It might be. So that might be how it makes sense. Like, on the other hand, Radical Highway is Shadow's first stage, technically, so they kind of work on a technicality. Casino Night does not, but... Oh god. Unfortunately, no Rush Adventure stage in this game. I don't know why not. I get the hunch that they may have had to fight to even include Rush, so... Really? That was just stupid. That was also stupid. But not on my end. Okay. This section is going on a little too long, I think. I feel like the homing attack's letting me down in this game too, but in a very different way. Because oftentimes I'm not using it to lock on to something, I'm just trying to get a little boost forward, and it's still letting me down. Fuck. But you can see in the background how much we thought it looked like a Potos. Yeah, for some reason, this is the only pivot they made towards, hey, what if we include the handheld games? Also, hey, Lana, how's it going? Oh. Whoa. Must try. Oh! I had it. Oh! This is going very poorly. Why would it go into a wall jump there? That's weird. How is, like... It almost feels like this was an earlier stage that they were making. Because, like, this stage feels really good, I think. Compared to, like, Radical Highway, that feels, like, almost unfinished. Makes me wonder if originally they were going to have more handheld stages, but then they, like, had to pivot. Now you can really see how misaligned that blue emerald is. I would probably say that this game is probably another instance of suffering from deadlines. I feel like if they didn't have to get this out at the same time as the console version, that it probably would have been a little bit better. Oh, this is going very poorly. Oh my god, how are you supposed to react to any of this, man? Sometimes I think Sonic Team forgets that, like, we're not the fastest thing alive, we just play one on TV. Like, what? How? You maniacs. Oh, I thought I was actually catching it. If I recall correctly, this is one of those games where the 7th Emerald is like a total victory lap, though, and that this is like the hardest one. Because these stages are taking a little bit longer, so this might not be under 2 hours, but it might be like under 2.5 hours. Jesus. Hates it. Dude. Come on, man. Even when these stages are kind of lame, they're only like 5% of the lameness of the way they are in Sonic Heroes. That there is a lot of grammatical errors in that sentence, but you get what I'm trying to say. Oh boy. Oh, here we go again. Worst Wisp Part 2. Yep, I hate it. I think I hate it worse than this. I don't know, it's really hard to see what the fuck I'm doing in either game. So I guess this is the only other game where they're, like, or the only other stage where they're acknowledging the handheld games. Kinda. Sorta. No, not sorta. Because, yeah, they even have stage elements from the 3DS version. Cool, thanks, Homing Attack. I love it. I love you. You're the best. Thanks, Homing Attack. You're the best. You're the best. Well, that was a thing. That guy was going for a raise. Like, he was giving it his all, and I respect it. That spooked me a little. Oh boy. Oh, we lagging. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool, and I hate it. Alright. See, I didn't like the final boss of Prime 4. I saw people saying on Twitter, like, before I got to it, like, that they were like, oh, it's, like, one of the best final bosses in the series, and I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it to that degree. I think I just screwed myself, like, really hard. Maybe not. Like, it was just, like, fine. I don't really like bosses that are just a guy. I think is part of it. Like, I'd probably say it was my least favorite boss in the game. Which it doesn't have many bosses. It only has, what, like 4 or 5? Now, I will say it's not like the most offensive just a guy fight I've ever participated in. So that's something. Like, again, it wasn't terrible, but I wasn't, like, blown away. That was interesting. I loved how that was, like, on screen so that I could react to it. That was a lot of fun. Oh, I want to go down, actually. Okay. Okay. That's fun. Oh, I hate it. You're joking, and I didn't hit the checkpoint. Oh, okay. That's great. That's great. I love that. My controller disconnected. It's like my controller was also like, I'm fucking done, man. Just the guy fights are some of your favorite in gaming? How? I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just curious, what do you see that I don't see? There's only, like, a couple of instances I can think of where I'm like, yeah, that was good. And most of them are in Lies of P. But then Lies of P also has ones that I was like, I fucking hate this. Like, I still overall disliked the just a guy fights. Except for Romeo. And even then, that fight has problems, but it's, like, at least, like, kinda good. Where most of them, I'm like, I fucking hated that. What the fuck is... God, I hate Burst so goddamn much. I'm so mad. I'm so mad because of Burst right now. You have no idea. I think the worst Just a Guy fights, for sure, are like the Doppelganger fights. Where it's like... they're just you. Like, they just have your attacks. Like, Dark Samus is awful. I fucking hate Dark Samus. None of those fights are fun. Although that might not be the best example either. I'm mostly thinking of, like... a lot of Devil May Cry-like games do it, where there's, like, a character that has, like, your exact same skill set, and fighting them is just a goddamn nightmare. Also, I want to reveal something really quick. When I booted this up to, like, test to make sure it was going to work and everything, I already had a save file. Cool, that's great. And in that save file, it was very clear that I got to this stage and was like, no, that's okay. Can you see why? I think I had every stage cleared up until this one. I even did the modern version, but this version I was like, nope. That's okay. How the fuck are you supposed to time that? Does it even matter? I don't even know what that does. See, I hated all of those. Like, I definitely do not see what you see. Now, I'm very unfamiliar with Devil May Cry, so I maybe can't speak for that one in particular, but I remember that being a big, I don't want to play this game anymore in Bayonetta, and I remember it being like, this is the worst fight in the game in Wonderful 101. Why is this so tedious to use? Oh, I'm mad. I do not like this. Well, that was something. This is great. This stage sucks. I think it's weird because I don't really remember it. Like, I don't even remember it being bad. I just don't remember it at all. Why? Like, what is this? What is this? Alright, well, I wanted that, so that's okay. I think most of those I haven't played, so I can't... I played Okami, but it was a long time ago, so I can't really weigh in on that one. And the other ones I just haven't played at all. I did it again. Oh. Oh my god. You're fucking joking. Really bad checkpoint placement in this stage, too. I feel like they could have fixed it by having, like, checkpoints that weren't completely stupid. Which they often did in the Rush and Rush Adventure, and even in Colors, I vaguely recall them doing that a little bit. Where it was like, oh, this could be terrible, but they decided to actually put, like, good checkpoints here, so that helps. Are you kidding? Why would there not be a checkpoint right before that section? Like, man, even, like, the like fight your rival in like Sonic Adventure 2, I'm like I don't like those fights. No. Oh, okay. We're fine. We're fine. Whoa! Please. Okay. I don't have any lives left, but... That might have, like, it's not Planet Wisp bad, but it was still pretty bad. How about we put a good Wisp in the game? Uh-oh. Why would I use it? Whatever. Hey, look, a good Wisp. That is in the background, I think. Something I always found really interesting, and maybe this isn't the case, but we're gonna go on this little journey together anyway. This game there's classic and modern versions for the invincibility theme, but in the console version you never get invincibility as modern Sonic. But there's a mod on PC that lets you play the classic stages with modern Sonic, and if you get the invincibility, that version of the theme plays. So that version of the theme is in the game. Unless they went to the trouble, whoever made the mod went to the trouble of, like, porting it into the game. Which is possible. Uh-huh? Oh, that was close. Do 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 do. Please. Let's reset. You're kidding. There's no monitors for modern Sonic at all. That's another one of those sections there that's like, what was the point of that? I feel like there might be a skill that gives you invincibility or something. I never really messed with the skills very much. So I feel like that's maybe possible. Okay. Why didn't they just keep that in the ending? Okay, last one. We're almost there. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I can't stress enough. I know I've said it so many times. It is so hard to see what you're doing without this being in 3D. Nothing like... The orbs don't, like, stand out from the scenery. I think they definitely designed this, like, with 3D in mind. And they're, like, tested it with 3D, and they were like, oh yeah, you can see the orbs fine when you have stereoscopic 3D or whatever it's called. But without that, it's rough. Why did I stop boosting? That was weird. These are very hard to see, too. Yeah, that one was pretty fine. I think the 6th one was probably the hardest one. Alright, now just like console version, we have 3 boss fights, basically. Well, that's cheating. Part about boost, motherfucker, do you not understand? Fucked. I desperately need more boost. This is the final stretch? This might be the final stretch. I might have just thrown. Yeah. Ads are starting. Oh yeah, we just hit 2 hours. That checks out. Which I should probably take a break. Nah, I'm just gonna go until we finish this, and then I'll take a break after. Like, between games. I think that makes more sense. Dude, you're such a cheater. Get fucked. I don't have any boost. This is bad. How the fuck are you supposed to catch up? God, these suck. Mostly because this guy fucking cheats. Dude, what are you supposed to do about that? Oh, great. Oh, it works. But then he just teleports out of it. God, this is so lame. This is like a great example of why I don't like just a guy fights, actually. Oh, okay. You're kidding? Bro. Because they didn't design this to be a challenge for you to complete. They designed it to be an encounter that can perfectly counter everything you do, which isn't fun. That feeling of, like, nothing mattering is, like, a horrible feeling. Like, attacking him doesn't matter, taking the shortcut doesn't matter because he just teleports to catch up with you. Like, nothing here matters. That attack seems like you can't dodge it, so it just doesn't matter. Just, fuck you, you lose. Attacking him doesn't matter, he just teleports and catches back up. Like, it's awful. It's awful design. Dude. Like, even if you get ahead, he just does that. Like, it's not... I don't know, that's why Rivals sucked. You should feel like there's a tug of war there, I think is what I'm getting at. Like, it should feel like there's a back and forth, whereas these don't feel like they have a back and forth. It's just they have the advantage because they're literally coded to cheat to try and beat you. And obviously, not all of them are going to be like that, as far as just a guy fights go, but so many of them are. Also, who expected this one? That they'd put a Sonic Heroes boss in the modern era of the game. See, again, I think that's why, like, Romeo and Lies of P is a really good example of, like, how you can do those fights well, because there's... He is designed to, like, beat your ass and be a very difficult fight, but you have a chance. There's things you can do that will give you the edge, instead of, oh, hey, what if I do this to get an edge? Oh, the boss just said fuck you and cheated so that it doesn't matter, because fuck you. This is not great. Reacting to, like, what attack he does when you're that close to him is, like, not excellent design. Oh, you can block it with boosting. I think I forgot that you could do that. Whatever, you saw me slide. That was a load of shit. Fuck you. Alright, I'm getting the hang of it. Now that I know I can kind of, like, safety it with boosting, that helps a little bit. Ow. Also, this fight doesn't make sense because that's technically Metal Sonic. Why would we fight Eggman here when that's not a mech he ever used?
How could this be?
Like, why would he choose that as a rematch location when it's not a rematch? I think they just didn't give a fuck when they were making this. I think they were just like, it'll be cool. They didn't worry about, like, the lore implications. I think the writers took a day off on this one. Oh, I can't believe this. I was supposed to beat you this time. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get that memo. Maybe that's why I beat you every time. Got him. Maybe you don't know this yet, but seriously, we beat this guy every time. It's like it's our job or something. What's Eggman even doing here? I thought you said he'd been kidnapped by that big weird thing that sent us to this place. Yeah, that thing. Oh, well, there he goes. Now, the funniest punchline with this game is that this version of the Time Eater is actually better than the console version. Okay, whatever you are. If you want to avoid getting your butt kicked, you'd better give up now.
Hello, everyone.
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Whoa.
Eggman, but how? He had a little help. Dr. Robotnik! It'd be hard not to be better, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it wasn't a difficult bar to clear. Nobody calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind to as to explain, those are some words. If you would be so kind as to explain, gentleman genius Dr. Eggman from the future. It will be my pleasure, most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past. They couldn't even, like, fit the black background with, like, a screenshot from Sonic Colors to be like, hey, look, remember this? Like, no, they were just like, yeah, we better make the background black, I guess, to reference the fact that this is, like, a monologue. After my most recent setback, I stumbled upon the primordial form of this Time Eater,
Very good.
which I discovered had amazing abilities even I have never been able to master. It could erase time and space. I then had the brilliant idea. That's a weird way of saying it. I think you meant a brilliant idea? I would use my discovery to undo my previous defeats. In order to perfect it, I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. And the only person that smart is me. Oh, you are too kind, my dear future self. And I was happy to help. And while I was at it, I decided to trap you in this world as well. But the more your monster tears through time, the more damage you do to the world. The world? I'm going to own the world when I'm finished with Sonic. You mean we're going to own the world? I can't listen to any more of this. I beat you all the time by myself, and now there's two of me. They really did just, like, copy most of the dialogue from the console version and then just kind of, like, embellished here and there to try and make more sense. Then I'll have twice as much fun defeating you. Look out! Oh no, not the red lights. Move all you want. I'm still going to stomp you into a blue jelly. That's apparently what's happening right now. The Time Eater obliterates time and space. Did you really think you could escape him just by running around? It's also weird that, like, the Time Eater never turned on him or anything. You think, like, there's so many ways that they could have made this a fight that was, like, honoring the legacy of the games, you know what I mean? It happens so frequently that you fight some big thing that Eggman awakened. Because it, like, turned on him eventually. So, like, why does that not happen here? But I guess on one hand, they wanted it to be just an Eggman fight, because that also is honoring the legacy, but I don't know. This whole finale is basically like the final season of Stranger Things, is what I'm getting at. Oh, now it's time to meet your doom, Sonics. Boy, bad things sure are happening. Why did he do what? Did they jump in front of an attack or something?
They actually help in this version? Instead of just standing there and being like, you can do it!
How could this be?
Oh yeah, we probably should have collected those ourselves.
Looks like fun. Let's do this.
It's time to end this. Time to show them what we can do. You gotta say the line, man. Not that line. He didn't say it. It's time to scramble some Eggman, supersonic style.
Oh, there is one thing that really sucks about this fight. And we'll get into it once it happens, which hopefully it won't, but it probably will. The music still sucks, but... What? Disagree? Give me that.
Why you? Leave this one to me.
Nah. So that right there was the problem. If you get hit by any of these attacks, he just runs it back and does it again. You basically have to not get hit to actually get an opening to attack him. And as you can see, some of these attacks last a very long time. Oh. Whatever. Much larger hitbox than it looks like. Okay, I see how it is. It's still better than the console version, but that one small thing kind of sucks. It's not like he's like, oh, I'll shoot up to 3 homing shots. But if you perfectly dodge the first one, then I'll only shoot 1. No, he just shoots them until you perfectly dodge one, which is pretty stupid. And this laser attack in particular can be pretty diabolical at times. Just because, like I said, it lasts forever. I forgot about this attack, so this is... Okay, it's fine. We're fine. This is fine. I'm surprised that worked. It also still lasts forever, but it's more interesting than... Like, I think it lasts longer than the console version, but it's a more interesting fight than the console version, so I don't think it's really a problem. God, you have to react really fast to those. Holy shit. You have to react really fast to those. Holy moly. That sucked. Okay. It's maybe a situation of being a pretty difficult to dodge attack when it's not 3D, but... No, no one warns you about homing shots in this. That's why I got hit by one once. I like how there's an actual reason for Classic Sonic to be here, too. That was a little spooky. Oh! Well played. You almost got me. Nice try. Nice try. I thought that was gonna hit me for a second. What was that? Fucking Wilhelm scream sounding ass. Well.
It's so anticlimactic, too, because, like, is the Time Eater dead? Like, how did he even get out of white space? How was that only an A rank? I thought that was pretty clean. It did wind up taking just about 2.5 hours. This place, we're back at the party. Still warm, nice. The benefits of time travel. Hey, Sonic, it was great teaming up with you. Hope that boost helps you out in the future. I mean, the past. You know what I mean.
He learned it, like, a little early.
The gate back to our world is getting smaller. We'd better go, Sonic. I wish we had more time. Take care, you two.
Sonic!
Hey, Sonic, enjoy your future. It's gonna be great. Ish. There are some low points, but you know, that's life.
They couldn't have, like, zoomed in and made it not 4x3. It's a little weird. Let's see. Rating. So I thought, like, so I think we have the something nice and the something mean taken care of. Like, we talked about that, like, really early on. I think the something nice is it does have unique content, which is very cool. I like that they have different stages. They have special stages, which is cool. I feel like in a lot of places, the soundtrack isn't quite as good. It feels, again, like, it feels like this game had a very low budget. I think the something mean. So I said earlier that I think what sucks is, like, it's very short and shallow. It's a very small game. Even the day that
I got this game when it came out. I got it a couple of days after it came out because of shipping. So, by the time I got it, I had already beaten the console version. It was on PC, but whatever. And I'm pretty sure I beat this in a sitting. The first time I played it. It has, like, the missions are missing. I do think there are still missions in this game, but I don't remember exactly what they entail. They're definitely not story-related like they are in the console version. I think it's more similar to, like, Rush Adventure, where there was, like, I don't know if there's 100 missions, but I think it's stuff that's more similar to that. If I dug out my 3DS copy, I'm pretty sure I did them all on that one. I'm not gonna do that here. But yeah, like, those are gone, the red rings are gone, so, like, the replayability is really low. I feel like, at its best, like, some of the stage design's really hit or miss, and I think that's what the Something Mean is. Some of the stages are, like, really good, and then other stages are, like, Radical Highway especially felt really empty. I feel like the classic stages don't feel very good, because, like, classic Sonic's momentum isn't great in this game either. Like, it functions. It's less janky than it is in the console version, I think. But it's also very... It's not fast. Like, it's very slow. It almost doesn't feel Sonic-like. Oh my god, I'm yawning like crazy. I apologize. At its best, I think this game is pretty good, but at its worst, I think it's pretty... yeah. Like, what all did I point out? Like, Ocean... Emerald Coast? Emerald Ocean? No, Emerald Coast is right? That was very... Yawns, I'm sorry. I don't know where these are coming from. I guess because my brain isn't as locked in on playing now, so it's... the exhaustion's hitting me. Not exhaustion, but just being tired in general. What the fuck was I saying? So, Emerald Coast, I think... That's when it started, they started just putting shit in the way to, like, deliberately slow me down, which was frustrating. Radical Highway felt, like, way too long and very empty at some points. Water Palace was then really good. And then Tropical Highway... Tropical Resort, Classic was awful, because the Burst Wisp is terrible. They really picked the worst Wisps for Classic Sonic in both versions of the game, which is crazy. Modern Tropical Resort was fine? Why is even... Oh god, excuse me. Why is even Sonic Colors in not widescreen? I mean, obviously the DS version isn't going to be in widescreen, but even the Wii version they showed was not in widescreen. I guess the Wii still had not widescreen pretty... Like, I didn't even have a widescreen TV when I first got the Wii, I think. So I guess that checks out. Still, I feel like they could have formatted these better. So that there weren't just black bars on the side. That's a little weird. I think I'm gonna say that the Something Mean is undercooked. I feel like this one could have been very good. But instead it has, like, flashes of this is really good, and then flashes of, oh, this is terrible, and ultimately is just over before it starts. I think 3 out of 5. I was thinking 2.5 out of 5 earlier, because 2.5 is what I gave, like, Sonic 4 Episode 2 has a 2.5. I feel like it's better than that. Which is funny, because they made Episode 2 after this. And that was also Dimps. Do I really feel like reading this? Because it's just going to be the same dialogue as in the console version. We just saw it yesterday. It's fine. And yeah, it's the same dialogue. I don't think they're saying anything different here. Well, that's different. Why would anyone try this stupid plan twice? I think in the console version he says, like, I'm gonna dedicate my life to forgetting it. There are times when we come close, very, very close indeed. So no. What time is it? Are we there yet? Kind of a funny way to end it. Three puts it on par with Sonic Colors DS. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it's better than you might expect it to be, but it's also just... It's just kind of underwhelming, because it's kind of like I said, it's over before it starts. It's very short. And I guess, like, the main Generations is very short, too, but it's also just very good up until Planet Wisp. So I think that... Oh god, I think there's a skunk outside. That must be why I'm feeling kind of weird. Is there going to be a category for Sonic Racing Transformed? There is. No one's streaming to it, but that's fine. I don't feel like... I feel like if I put myself in the retro category over a game that came out in 2012, that I'm gonna, like... My bones are gonna start crumbling away. So we're not gonna do that. I kind of want to test the 3DS version again, just because, like, I have a slightly... the circumstances are slightly different than the last time I tested it. And that's that, one, I got the idea to reboot my computer before doing the 3DS stuff, because that just ensures that nothing else is taking resources, I would assume. Maybe that's extreme copium. But, I did that, and I don't have anything else running. I have Edge running so that I can see chat, and that's it. So I feel like there's a chance it's going to run better, but even as I'm saying this, I'm like, it's not going to run better. The performance was so bad that I don't think that's going to make a difference. But we're going to try it anyway, because why not? We're right here. So let's do this really quick. Unless I deleted the file, and then never mind. No, it is still here. I'm pretty sure it ran fine until I got into a race, and then I was like, oh, this is unplayable.
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Career. Grand Prix. Select
Just
a
give me a Grand Prix.
Easy. Character select. Sonic.
Just give me Sonic,
Select
that's fine.
standard.
Oh god, it already sounds awful. What is? Oh yeah, you can hear it. It's running at 71% speed. Yeah, that's a no. That's a hard no. It was worth checking, though. It was worth checking.
Alright, let me do this, and do this, and do this, and this, and do this, and then do this, and then do this, and then do this, and then do this. And then, yeah, sure, do this. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to stick one of the longest titles I can imagine into here. And All Stars Racing Transformed. PC. I'm really glad that, and this might seem like a weird thing to point out, but I'm really glad that with Crossworlds they were like, we're just gonna call it Sonic Racing. Let's quit fucking around. It's like, let's just cut the shit. I respect it. Alright, I do have to boot up Steam, so this is gonna take a second. And then we are gonna take a break before we jump into this. So yeah, that was game 51. This will be game 52. As I just demonstrated, we will not be playing the 3DS version because the emulation is just fucking terrible. To be fair, I have no idea if... I'm using a very out-of-date version of Citra for 3DS. I don't know what the current state of 3DS emulation is. I just used what I had available to me, because for the most part, it gets the job done, so I wasn't really too worried about it. We might have an audio problem here, but just hang in there. If it's loud, I'll fix it as quickly as I can. Also, it's displaying on the wrong monitor, but I will also fix that as quickly as I can. It's a little loud, but it's not too loud. That is not what I wanted to do. I didn't even know that was a thing I could do. I just hit a combination of buttons on my computer that made the LEDs change colors. There we go. Oh god, it's loud. I'm sorry, I'm fixing it.
Select a mode. Options.
Does that sound good? Around there?
What? You're going the wrong way. Shame on you. Don't do this to me.
Why did they do that? That's so funny.
This is my only job. No. What? You're going the wrong way.
That's so funny.
Loving the sound of my own voice. Keep going. Higher. Congratulations. You've turned up the awesome. I'm loving the sound of my own voice. Shame on you.
That is so
Don't do
funny.
this to me.
I don't think I knew that was a thing. I didn't hit the save button. That's on me. I hit the back button instead of the confirm button.
This is my only job.
I love that. That's so funny.
What? You're going the wrong way.
I love that they're booing too. That's very funny. God, that water causes so much lag.
Select a mode. Career. Select a career mode.
Can I don't think I can... Why is it so loud? Why is the audio reset on... The fucking... All-Stars Racing did that too.
Career. Select a career mode.
I feel like it could maybe stand to be a slight bit quieter. Just like a little bit. This game's soundtrack is very good, though. I think we might just run through the Grand Prix tonight and then do World Tour tomorrow.
GP. Select a cup.
Locked.
Dragon Cup. Choose your difficulty.
Honestly, I'm kind of okay with easy. I just kind of want to, like, experience the tracks, you know? That water causes so much lag, so I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully that alleviates and isn't a problem in the races itself. Alright, let me take a quick break before we start here. I haven't taken a break yet, so I should. But I won't be long. I guess ads are like 15 minutes out. I'm gonna go ahead and play them now.
Select a tour. 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 Select a tour.
Wee boogie. I guess,
Select a tour.
oh shit, has he been yapping like that the whole time? My bad. Let me double check. Oh, shit. Well, this better work.
Select the tour.
I was gonna say, if this, like, if the performance isn't great, we'll just pivot and I'll play the Wii U version instead. I don't see the Wii U version over there on my shelf. I may have traded it in. So if that's the case, that's unfortunate.
Dragon Cup. Choose your difficulty. C-Class. Character select.
We will, we'll start... God, this performance is not very good, actually. That's weird, because I tested it and it was fine.
Amy.
We'll stick with Amy again, to start. You might need to get your knee checked out. Can you move it? That's the big indicator with stuff like that.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh yeah, his performance is not very good. I might have to turn the settings down. I don't think I can do that in-game. I have to, like, relaunch it. It's fucking annoying. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna tweak the settings really quick. Hold, please. You can move it, it's just painful. I mean, I guess it could... I've never, like, broken a bone. You definitely didn't break it.
Select a cup.
I guess it could still be a sprain? I don't know. I've only broken, like, toes.
Sonic and All-Star
It's
Racing
so
transfer.
loud. Why does it do that? Alright, let me see. Where's the launcher? Uber Lord, how's it going? Welcome in. Picky eater of games that has very unclear range of hardware that'll just throw a tantrum if you try to run it all. I mean, I did, like, do a test run of it. It's weird. I did 2 test runs. One was like this. The other test run was completely fine. Which I think sometimes my video card is just very finicky. Sometimes it feels like being completely fine, and then other times it's like, I don't want to. The settings launcher isn't launching, so that's a thing. Do I really not have the Wii U version? I thought for sure I had that somewhere. I guess there's a chance it might be, like, in a box somewhere and not on my shelves. I thought that I had, I thought that backup was ready to go. There we go. I don't know why it didn't launch the first time. This launcher is not great. Ooh, I wonder if I could just turn water quality down. Because I do think it's related to water. As it is with many PC games. Or just games in general. I'm gonna try that, and if that doesn't work, I'll go back in and I'll, like, turn, like, all of the settings down. Yeah, Generations is like that too. Any stage with water in it, the performance tanks. I feel like there's other games that I've played that have that problem too, but that's the big one I can think of off the top of my head.
Sega.
So that alone might be completely fine. I'm guessing it's something with rendering the reflections or something, I guess. Probably. I could actually let this run now. It's kind of loud, though. I love how their idea of iconic cars in that opening part was Sonic's car, this kid's car, Rice, is that his name? Rice? And Amy's car? Like, that was... Oh god, it's so loud. Please.
Select a mode.
I mean, it already seems better, so...
Select a career mode. GP. Select a cup. Dragon Cup.
It already
Choose your
seems
C-class.
significantly better, and I still think the volume is too loud. Hold on.
Select a cup. Select a career mode.
It's too loud for me. I can't hear myself speak, which is too loud.
What? You're going the wrong way.
I love that. That's so funny. It's kind of tanking again on this screen,
Select
but
a
not
mode.
as much.
Career. Select a career mode. GP. Select Dragon Cup. Choose your C class. Character select.
It kind of chokes loading characters.
Amy.
It's kind of fucked, too, because this game is, like, 15 years old. And my computer is not 15 years old.
Get ready.
It's getting old, but it's not that old.
2, 1, go.
Honestly, this could still be smoother, but it's at least playable. Oh god.
Firework.
It's still pretty chunky, actually.
Okay. Glove.
Oh god. Yeah, I might have to just turn all the settings down and see if that helps. Oh, ugh. It's trying. It's trying. Drift charge is slow as fuck in this game. Riley, did you see the changes they're making to, Oh god, yeah, this is not gonna fly. I'm gonna have to turn everything down. Did you see the changes they're making to the, I forget the name of it. The sweaty mode in Crossworlds.
Select a cup. Select a career mode. Select a mode. Sonic and Sonic Racing transform.
God, even the audio's all chunky. They're banning all 2 and 3 slot gadgets. All of them. Which includes the level 4 drift boost. Which apparently people are, like, actually pogging up about, because you can actually, like, have custom builds now instead of relying on a meta. I think there's other changes too, but that's the big one I remember. Should I dip it all the way down to low quality? I might as well, because if it doesn't even run well on low, then something's gonna have to change.
Sega.
I might have to dig into, like... So I've mentioned this, like, before. Not super often, but I have some boxes that, like, I never unpacked when I moved it. Because it doesn't have anything in it that, like, is important. So I just kind of left it sit there, and I'm wondering if Transformed, my copy of Transformed, might be in one of those.
Sonic and All-Stars
It's
Racing
so loud.
Transformed.
It's so loud.
Select a career. Select a career GP.
For just no reason.
Dragon Cup. Choose your difficult C class. Character select. Amy.
Means you have to make gadget setups just for that? How lame. Shut the fuck up. You were the one whining about how lame level 4 drift is. Now you're like, not like this.
3, 2, 1, go!
Still a little chunky, honestly. Oh, yep, it's still... I think it might just be a game problem.
Twister.
I was expecting that to be like the Twister from Crossworlds for some reason. Hey, it's that little shitter Alex Kidd.
Blowfish.
I mean, this is better, but it's still not great. Ugh. Do you think lowering to 720 would make, like, an enormous difference? I don't think it will. But it might be worth a shot. I mean, there's a part of me that's like, it's probably all of the water, and the other courses might be fine. The problem is, a lot of stages in this game have water.
Select a cup.
So that's not really a thing I can avoid.
Sonic and All-Stars
God,
Racing
why?
Transformed.
I know why. It doesn't load up your settings until you actually start the game. Like, I know why it does that, but it doesn't mean it's not ridiculous. I guess alternatively, I could just get another copy of this on Xbox or something. I wonder how expensive that would be. I have to have it somewhere. Nah, $20. That's like not terrible, but also a little bit more than I would like to spend for a game that's that old, to be honest. That I already own twice. Alright, we'll dip it down to 720p, and we'll see if that makes a difference. I don't want to do this, but it's worth a shot. I don't want to, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna turn VSync off, because that sometimes can make a world of difference. It makes me want to throw up looking at screen tearing, but it's... If it makes it run better. I don't remember a lot of the tracks. I remember there being a Golden Axe track, but... Well, if this still doesn't look good, I don't really have any backups, so... I don't want to start Lost World tonight.
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformer. Select a career. Select a GP. Select a Dragon Cup. Choose your different C-Class. Character select. Amy.
So what it'll probably come down to is we'll just stop early, and I'll have to dig to try and find my physical copy of Transformed for Wii U. And then we can play that version. I thought PC would be less offensive, somehow.
2, 1, go!
I was kind of like, oh yeah, like, you know, the Wii U version is probably not optimized super well. So the PC version's probably gonna look better, but at this cost, it might as well just be the downgraded Wii U version. It's still a little chunky. Ow. Oh yeah. This isn't gonna fly. this is just not gonna fly, unfortunately. I'm surprised that the performance is that bad. Has anyone done like a performance patch or anything for the PC version?
Select a mode. Sonic and All-Stars
God, it's
Racing
so loud.
Transformer.
It's so loud. Let me take a really quick look on Steam to see if there's any, like, hey, here's a tip. Do this and it runs better kind of thing. Sometimes there is. Sometimes there's guides that are like, hey, if you open up this one settings file in Notepad and change this 1 to a 0, it changes everything. Fixing initial startup and performance issues. Oh. Okay, hold on. NVIDIA control panel. I do have an NVIDIA card. This one user, Jester the Fool, may have cracked it. Manage 3D settings. Click program settings. Add the program titled ASN App PCM. I mean, I already have that. It's right there. Scroll on to maximum frame rate. And change that to 60. Make it lower if you really want to, but do not go higher than 60 or you may run into a lot of stuttering. This is why I always roll my eyes when PC Master Race lunatics go on and on about how PC is just 110% better than console. Like, sure, if you want to tinker with dumb shit like this, it's fantastic. But if you don't want to tinker with dumb shit like this and you just want to play your fucking video game, it's kinda ass.
Sega.
I think the annoying thing here is the startup time. It takes so long to, like, get back into the game and, like, get into a race to see if it's made a difference.
Sonic and All-Stars Racing transform.
So loud.
Select a career. Select a career mode. GP.
Guess I could just do single race
Select the
instead.
Dragon Cup. Choose your C class. Character select. Amy.
Full disclosure, I don't expect that this is gonna fix it. Also, hey Theo. Pretty much immobilized when you sprained your ankle as a kid. You spent a week. Yeah, you probably didn't sprain it either. You probably just banged it up really bad.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
It improved it, but it's still chunky. You think this is all a plot to have Seaside Hill on screen for longer than it needs to be? Computer just thinks it's funny. Oh god. Yeah, I don't think this... Like, this is still better, but not by much. It's still chunky, and it looks like shit. Yeah, it's getting a real chunk. Oh, God. Okay. That's... I think that's all she wrote. It was a lot better until we got to lap 3, and then it completely fell apart again. It's the water, man. I'm almost complete...
All-Stars Racing transform.
Ow! I'm almost completely sure it's the water. Wouldn't imagine needing a buff PC. It's not well optimized, so it doesn't matter how good your PC is at that rate. I'm gonna try like one other thing, but I don't expect this to work either. Like this is literally like the last effort. And that's lowering it to 30 FPS. You guys are only seeing 30 FPS anyway, so you're not even gonna notice a difference. Only I'm gonna notice a difference. It's worth a shot. I don't think it's going to work. I think what I'm going to have to do is spend the rest of my night digging to try and find my physical copy of Transformed for Wii U, which I hopefully still have. It's weird that it's not on my shelf, which makes me worried that I may have traded it in at some point. I know I did do that a lot at one point, especially with racing games. Because it was always... Racing games were always so, like, well... The new one came out, so I'm only gonna play that. I might as well get rid of the other ones. I could buy it on Xbox. I'd rather not. But, like, I could. I just checked. It's $20. Which is, like, not bad, but it's also, like, a little much for a game that's this old. Especially when I was already kind of wanting to pick up Mania and Forces on Xbox. And those are both also 20. Wreck-It Ralph's in this game, by the way. Oh, bad drift. Bad drift is bad. And I mean, I'm gonna need the Wii U for Lost World anyway, so at least it's like... And I just used it for colors, so like it's already hooked up. It's not like that's a problem. Oh, there was one other little stutter. Bitch. Oh god. Nice. Dude, look at that, a blue shell you can dodge. It's fucking sick, dude. This game's items were so good. Oh god. Well, that was the best it's been. It's still a little chunky, but it's... inoffensive?
Results.
I would probably agree with that at least, Riley. Like, you're probably not going to want to put a lot of weight on it, even if it is minor.
Stickers unlocked.
Probably not, Theo, because if I cut this, I'm going to be digging to find my Wii U version.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go! Twister.
I currently can't decide if I want to commit to that. Because this works, but... it's not pretty. Like, at this point, it's probably just better to play the inferior Wii U version. Oh, God. It's the water, man.
Transform boost. Slow.
big. Big hitbox. Oh god. Every time water comes on screen, it dies.
Transform boost.
Oh, that was rough.
Ice.
Honestly, it might be a good excuse to... I never bothered like, all of my DS and 3DS games are in those boxes, too. And oh god, yeah, this isn't gonna fly. And I've always wanted to dig all my DS and 3DS games out and put them out back on the shelf, too, and I just never have. Disagree? That looked like stunt succeeded.
Super pickup.
Oh. It's kind of amazing, because Sega has a pretty good track record with, like, well-optimized PC ports. This one's a little rough. It's funny, because, like, All-Stars Racing ran fine. There were no problems with that at all.
Transform boost. Clean lap.
Now, granted, that's, you know, a couple of years older, but... Oh! I was gonna try to make it through this Grand Prix, but I don't think I can. This is rough. It's really unfortunate. I hope I have my Wii U version somewhere.
Select a cup.
Not seeing it on the shelf back there kind of concerned me.
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform.
God, he's so happy about that. And I'm happy for him, but I just wish the game ran, is kind of the thing. Well, unfortunately, that little trick didn't really do anything either. Yeah, we don't really have... Because, yeah, the next game is Lost World, and I don't really want to start Lost World tonight. I want that to have, like, a dedicated stream to it, so I don't really want, and we kind of cleared up all of the side games is kind of the problem. I mean, I guess I could play more All-Stars Racing like the first one. I don't think I really have a reason to, though. I think I played more off stream and I did unlock all the characters, I think, so there wouldn't be a reason to do it. It would just be filler shit. It's unfortunate. Well, I don't think I would want to do that. I was gonna say, let me take a quick look, because these are like those big, like, clear plastic storage bins. So I should be able to just kind of peek in and see if I can see the copy sitting there somewhere. And then I could just pop it in and we could just play the Wii U version, but there are some dilemmas with that, too. Oh, well, I wasn't really aiming to do spring cleaning tonight, but I guess that's what we're gonna do. Worst case, I guess we'll just have to... Well, I don't really want to buy another copy of it, to be honest. Not when I also wanted to buy another copy of Mania and Forces on Xbox in the interest of doing the full achievement runs for the marathon. I don't know if I want to put that much money into it, is all. So I don't know, I have to think about it. I wonder if I have, like... I'll have to boot up the Xbox and see if I have, like,
reward points that I can spend on like a gift card or something. Maybe I could cover some of it with that. That might be an idea. Yeah, I think for now we're just gonna cut this. I'll see what I can do to still showcase the game at least a little bit. I don't think the PC version's gonna fly though, because I don't think there's anything else I can do. Aside from lowering the resolution even further, but that's just gonna make it look even worse. I think if I want to play it that badly, I'll just buy another copy. But I'll see if I can do some light digging and manage to find my Wii U copy. Hold on. There's one other. Is there a chance? Because I do have a stack of 3DS and DS games sitting over here. There's a chance it might be here with them, but I don't see a blue game case, so I don't think it is. I keep rechecking the Wii U games to be like, am I blind? Am I just not seeing it? Maybe I had it. I don't think I had it digital. I'm pretty sure I had a physical copy. Yeah, I'll have to dig. I'll see what I can do. Worst case, maybe we'll come back to it. If I can't find the Wii U copy, we'll just start Lost World tomorrow. Lost World I have digitally, so that's already taken care of. That's ready to go. So yeah, that'll be it for tonight. I will again. I'll see what I can do to try and get Transformed going, but the hope right now is that I can find the Wii U version. So, thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. Take it easy. I'll be back tomorrow either with the Wii U copy of Transformed and we'll play that, or we'll just start Lost World tomorrow. Yeah. I think that's it. So thanks again for hanging out. Take it easy, and I will see you then.